GLP-1 is working awesomely. Yes. So Daisy is very happy with her weight reduction. Daisy, you've reached your goal, right?
Yes,
What was your goal?
135.
And how long did it take you to get to it?
I started in October,
Uh-huh.
so probably that's like 9 months.
9 months. So listen, 9 months is not bad to get to. Where were you? 160. So that's like almost over 20 pounds. So you'd say maybe you've lost how many pounds per month? A couple of pounds per month.
So every week was different. Sometimes it was 2, 3, sometimes nothing, but it was stable. It would stay at the same weight.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Din and I am here at your service trying to answer some questions that still need clarification. And behind me, you can see Miss Daisy. For those of you who know Miss Daisy, you probably know. And guess what Miss Daisy is doing? Something. Look at this.
Something I need.
Something that she really needs, and that is an infusion. This is the best lunch ever. This is like the lunch of your dreams because this is something that is gonna give you Thanksgiving Day meal without the calories. So I am sitting today with Daisy for lunch. I've had my lunch and she's having her lunch here. Lunch in an infusion bag. What happens when you get your lunch for 0 calories and all the nourishment that your body can ever need? And she's getting a big one. There's no way for humans to consume all these minerals and nutrients within an hour or two, all these minerals without eating. And I think that this is really important, especially if you are on a GLP-1 agonist. For example, if you're somebody who is on a weight management or weight reduction kind of a shot, like a slim shot, then we have removed your hunger. We have removed your impulses to go and eat and consume more food. So that makes you not go and graze all the time and it helps you trim down. However, as you're trimming down and as your fat cells are not reacting to sugars and inflammation caused by sugar, your body still needs the essential minerals and nutrients. For example, your skin still needs its important minerals. So your hair still needs the nourishment that it needs. So you don't want to damage your organs as you are reducing your calories. And so one of the ways that we remove that obstacle from your path of not having to eat but still being healthy and vibrant and flourishing and having the flow in your body is with this infusion. Can you show your arm where it's going? So I placed it in her vein, and Daisy has nice veins, so it is very easy to place. She's not like some of us, like where we don't have any veins. So she, so it's going directly. And as you can see, she's fine. She's even like working. And this is not the first time. She has been doing it for years. You're looking great. Thank you. Some of us sit inside and still wear a hat. I am wearing this hat because I really like it. It makes me feel like Little Miss Muffet. So this is the hat that I wanted to recommend to some of my clients who are like really out and about. And I tell them that, listen, if you get Botox and you're still going out, I want you to wear something that covers you but doesn't totally put pressure on your forehead. So if you do any injectables or anything, I tell you to not put any pressure. So this is a nice one. So you can see I can like literally keep it here so it'll cover everything. It also has something in the back. So, it has like this nice little frill in the back, so it also covers your neck. So if you're a guy, you want your neck to be covered too. Because remember, if you're an outdoors kind of a person, then during the summertime, the sun, listen, our skin has a toxic relationship with the sun. All right. So since your skin has a toxic relationship with the sun, that means that your skin really loves the sun. However, it's not really that good for it because the rays of sun go through your skin and they can damage it and they can leave pigments into the newer layers of the skin. So remember, the sun damage that you may incur upon yourself, let's say you go out and you incur that damage today, just know that it's going to manifest itself maybe in 6 to 8 months. You're not going to see it right away. So for instance, if you're somebody who's going to go and do a laser, let's say today, on your face, and you're like, oh, it's summertime, let me do my laser on the face and I don't want this hair here, and you go and you treat yourself. Is now when you treat your skin with laser, you are sensitizing your skin to not just light but also heat. So if it is summertime and you're doing laser, you may protect for like maybe a week or 2 weeks or so, but after that you would forget, and at some point sun rays will get into your skin, and so they may manifest for you. You won't be able to see it in the next 1 month or 2 months. You will, but however, you will start noticing it maybe around 6 to 8 months later in certain areas, and that those slight discolorations and patchy pigmentations can sometimes they will manifest right away. If you've like burnt yourself really bad, for instance, if you're baking on some beach, you burn yourself bad enough that the pigment shows right away. However, many times when you're like very careful, you may not burn yourself enough to show that pigment right away, but 6 to 8 months down the line, you will see all the accumulated pigmentation. GLP-1 is working awesomely. Yes. So Daisy is very happy with her weight reduction. Daisy, you've reached your goal, right?
Yes.
What was your goal?
135.
And how long did it take you to get to it?
I started in October. So probably that's like 9 months.
9 months. So listen, 9 months is not bad to get to. Where were you? 160. So that's like almost over 20 pounds. So you'd say maybe you've lost how many pounds per month? A couple of pounds per month.
So every week was different. Sometimes it was 2, 3, sometimes nothing, but it was stable. It would stay at the same weight.
Did you work out?
No.
No workout?
I didn't work out. I didn't change my diet, but I was eating less. I felt less hungry throughout the day.
But you are active. You come to work.
Yes.
You have 2 small children.
I'm a sweet person. I love to eat sweets.
Oh.
Candies.
She's not a sweet person. She is a very straightforward person, but she loves the sweet. That's a different thing. So you are a sweet. She's a sweet person.
With the shots, I don't feel the urge to go eat.
With the shorts, she doesn't feel as so sweet anymore.
I'm not angry.
No, she's not hangry anymore. So you're not hangry, right? It's like you don't have like the mood swings of having high sugars and then sugar crash and then having another carb, whatever. So I think that it does remove. Has your food purchase been reduced?
Yes.
So you don't
so
buy.
My pocket is happy.
Your pocket is.
I don't spend that much on food anymore.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. This is good. And so now at this point, when you've achieved your goal weight, you can always extend, and you can see that you may not need to do the GLP-1 agonist every week. You might make it every 2 weeks or every 10 days and see how that goes. All right, so that was the GLP-1 agonist story that I wanted to show you guys because it's just happening right behind me, and Daisy does not mind sharing her story, so that's great. You get dizzy, nauseous when you get hungry. Rose is saying that she gets dizzy and nauseous when you get hungry. You must do your blood work and you must see your hemoglobin A1C, like how your sugars are running. Hemoglobin A1C is a test that your doctor should order every now and then. And I love that test more than a routine morning and evening sugar test or even fasting sugar test, only because it gives like an average of your sugars over the past 3 months. So it tells us how you're eating, how your body is processing the sugars. Because remember, one of the most toxic substances for your body that oxidizes your body faster and actually ages your body faster is sugar. And sugar is hidden in pretty much everything that we eat these days. And our body, like even if you eat healthy food or bad food, whatever kind of food you'll eat, it will break it down into sugars. So now what happens is that sometimes when it breaks down your sugars down, many times what ends up happening is that your body does not have like a stable sugar all day long. So you get like highs and lows, and those highs and lows not only damage your body and all your internal organs, but they also create different kinds of cravings for more hunger, food cravings. And for food addicts, this is very, very important, because now we have a medication that not only stabilizes our sugars, creating like a good flow of our energy and maintaining a flow of energy and protecting and shielding our organs from the damage that we're incurring upon it, but also by controlling our hunger, it helps us monitor and manage our weight better, because the weight that you carry all the time does impact your sense, not just your senses, but also your body's ability to heal itself. So today one of the things that I wanted to talk about are the fillers. So fillers, there are different kinds of fillers. There are hyaluronic acid fillers, and there are also things that help your own collagen increase in size. So there are ways to fill, and not all fillers act the same way. Not all fillers last the same amount of time. Every human body is different. So one of the things I always say is that to fill or not to fill is a question that your skin tailor must ask you when you go and visit them once or twice a year. And for certain parts of your face and neck, and even sometimes other parts of your body, you may at some point experience collagen loss. Now, if you're experiencing collagen loss in any part of your body or your face, and that loss of collagen is messing with your perception of self, then that is a good time to ask your skin tailor, who should be a doctor in my opinion, but there are people who have found themselves other healthcare professionals who are also, very good skin tailors, because it's like skin tailoring is like an experiential learning. So anybody who has been working with skin for like 6 to 10 years is, hopefully knows what they're doing at some point. They're not just like early learners, So, however, if you go to an experienced skin tailor, they should be able to guide you about where to fill and where not to fill. And that's something that, and should you need it? Do you need it? Anybody who tries to overdo anything, you should just stay away from. Let me see. Fillers can be used in the nose? Yes. Fillers can cause any downtime? So yes, do fillers hurt? Fillers can hurt. However, we put numbing creams on you, and listen, beauty sometimes requires you to go through a little bit of inconvenience, and it's absolutely okay. However, we do make it as pain-free as possible. It's not entirely painless, because remember, there are two different kinds of pains. One is a pain that damages you and harms you and breaks you, but there is also a pain that builds you up, and that is of your own choosing. And fillers in the right hand are things that you choose for yourself, and it's good for your maintenance of the perception of self. Fillers can have a downtime because remember, these are injectables. Hyaluronic acid fillers, especially, which is one of the most widely used medication fillers. Again, HA fillers are a type of medicine. They are injected under your skin. And because it is an injectable, it can cause several kinds of reactions, for example, from local swelling to bruising. And sometimes it takes, because filler is like a little seed of collagen that we place under your skin to promote the growth of your own body's collagen in that area, and then that it just heals the fabric of your skin and puts it back together for you. Especially in certain areas of your face where you are using and moving it all the time, in those areas your skin will break and crack, and those cracks can be mended now with some of these medications. HA filler is nothing but it's exactly like your own body's collagen, except that it's prepared in a lab and then it's injected under your skin. It doesn't last forever. Nothing should last forever. Listen, you are a perishable item, so nothing should last forever. However, these things are just like any other medication, can last in your system and hold the fabric of your existence, which is your skin, together for 6 to 9 months at most. When you're younger and you need any kind of filler and somebody places it in you, you might feel that it lasts much longer, and that's very natural because when you're young, your body is also producing its own collagen. Now that collagen production kind of stops during your perimenopausal phase, and it completely halts after menopause. And that's the time when you see accelerated aging of different parts of your body, no matter what you're eating, and no matter how much you're sleeping, and no matter all the nice things that how many vacations you take. At that point, we need to put these medications in and introduce them into you. Fillers can help with the Marionette line. So fillers, I love to, one of the best places where it has the most impact for you is around your mouth. One of the restoration processes that we recommend to women, especially post-menopausally, are Marionette lines. So Marionette lines are lines that go from under your mouth, and they give you like a sad face smile. And usually these are shadows that are created right around your mouth, making you look as if you're like a puppet. And that's where marionette lines are taken from puppeteers. They used to have like those lines. So they do make people look sad, and we call them sad face smiley. Some places call it resting beach face, where do you have a resting? So we call it RBF restoration when you do lower face collagen renewal or restoration. So basically we place very locally, very tiny, minuscule amount of hyaluronic acid, and that just restores the fabric in that around your mouth and just heals it. And it takes like 4 to 6 weeks to see the full impact of a medication. And sometimes if you need more layers of treatment, you just have to go and visit your doctor again. But however, once you've placed the filler, and it is, initially you may have to go for maintenance because you would like to restore your fabric even more once you start the process. However, once you're happy and you say, oh wow, this is great, this is where I want to be, you should carefully monitor how long it lasts in your body, because that is your hyaluronic acid filler dose. And listen, doses matter, and every human face has a different dose. Just like when you have high blood pressure, or when you have high cholesterol, or when your heart is failing, or when you have any other issues going on with your body or any other organ, and we give you a medication, that medication has a specific dose. Similarly, for your skin's restoration, there are several different medications that help you preserve your skin and protect it from getting into a state of failure, or skin failure can now be non-surgically managed. So these medications, all of these medications have specific doses that are very unique to every person that we meet. And that's why I always tell my followers and my clients to make sure that they are always, they are always very aware of what doses they're using and how much do they need in their year. And remember, if you're putting a lot of mileage on your body, like you're always on the go, you're gonna probably need a lot more maintenance. That's that. How much does it cost to get fillers? So the cost of fillers in United States is different for different places. Depends upon where you're getting the filler, how trained the person is. So in New York, the current market prices for fillers run from anywhere between $550 to $1,500. And it depends on who you go and who you ask and what product you need, because there are like around 17 to 21 different fillers that are FDA approved in United States. So they all have different price points. And I have my own favorite. So in my office, you'll get it like around $750 per treatment. At what age do you recommend getting fillers? Whenever your system starts needing it. So basically, you are the best judge for it. So you check yourself out if something is out of like sync or something for you. Because remember, all these medications mess with your perception of self. So it is very important that you manage your perception of self and do not let somebody else manage it. Do not let a man, whether he's like whatever, to manage your perception of self. It is about you. It's not about somebody else. Okay? You're not getting fillers to please someone else. You should get them to please you. Is there any artist who has had a bad result with fillers? From celebrities to routine people like us, everybody has it depends who your skin tailor is. So if you go to somebody experienced, they're not going to guide you wrong. People who work for beauty do not work for money. People who work for money do not work for beauty. And sometimes, very, very rarely, people who work for beauty may charge a lot, but people go to them only because they're working for beauty. They're not going to tell you anything wrong. So make sure that your skin tailor works for beauty and not for money. So yeah, you have to pay for your product. You have to pay for the product. But anybody who works for beauty is not going to just inject you just because you have a few more dollars to spend. These things are kind of artisanal. It's like very, very uniquely specific to every person. So and always the only people who look good in with these medications are people who are minimalists. And I don't think that body dysmorphia should be treated with these medications, because if you think that these medications will fix your body dysmorphia, no, they won't. These medications are basically going to help you preserve your body, but they don't fix anything. What is the dose of fillers that's necessary for a natural result? Very little. The tinier, the better. The dose should be evaluated by your doctor. The doctor should figure out how much they put. So any doctor who's good is not going to over-inject you, because if you over-inject fillers, what ends up happening is that it may look good for like a month or so, but a few years down the line, they can swell, they can clog up your lymphatic systems, and people start looking swollen. And guess what? As you get older, you may need a lot, not as much filler. What you may need is skin tightening. So many times I also tell people that, listen, what you need is skin tightening. You don't need to stuff yourself with a filler. And is it true that fillers move around your face? Fillers move around in only those faces that are overfilled. If you have an overstuffed face because your skin was sagging and somebody's trying to fix your skin sagging with a filler, then of course they've probably stuffed you like a potato, now like a baked potato with butter. But the thing is that that's not going to fix the form of your face. So those are the people, because fillers become a part of the layer of fat and collagen. And can they shift? Yes. Because remember, you're a bag of skin that's holding your consciousness and your existence, and you're going through time. The nanoparticles of time are going through you, and gravity is going through you, and your hormones and your nutrients and minerals are constantly shifting, and you're sleeping in certain ways more than the others. And so there are so many atmospheric pressures that your body's subjected to at all times. So yeah, can it shift things? Yes, if improperly placed things and overstuffed faces, it does shift. However, one great thing about filler is that if you feel that you've been overstuffed, you can melt it. So fillers are meltable, so they're reversible. So you're not like stuck with the results. However, there are fillers that are not meltable, and those are the fillers I tell people not to try. Is Botox reversible? So Botox is not reversible. Botox is like salt in a dish. So when I place Botox into your skin, into your muscle, first of all, it's a muscle relaxer. So when I put Botox into your skin, into your muscle, it's like salt in a dish. I cannot take it out once I place it. That's why I always tell people that always put less. If you need more, it's like salt to taste. Add more. So it's just like kind of a salt. Okay, I'm gonna, guys, I hope I answered a whole bunch of questions, and I will be right back.